Thanks. Yeah, it was really fun watching some good golf yesterday in these really hard conditions, especially with the wind. Um, but yeah, it was the pins were tucked yesterday. The wind was gusty up to 25. Looks like it's going to be a little bit calmer today, only up to 5 to 12 from similar direction. Um, and the pins seem a little more docile for us today. The big difference I see so far yesterday, the lowest round of the day was 2 under, and we already have a 5 and a couple 4s here on the first page of the leaderboard. So looks like it's more scoreable today for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we're having a look at the 16th green right now. So this is for birdie there. You can see that bend is never a good sign, but she's left herself with a nice par putt, hopefully to get things tidied up. So the weather looks a lot calmer out there today, Katie.
Yeah, it looks like it. We saw yesterday this pin was really tucked on the front, and we only saw 1 or 2 birdies the whole day on this hole. So it looks like this pin might be a little more gettable back here. Saki Baba putting here. She won the U.S. Women's Amateur 2 years ago. Looks like that'll be a bogey for her.
Okay. So Saki Baba playing alongside Becca Huffer, who again performed well last week. So we're going to head over to the final hole at TPC Scottsdale Champions Course. This is the par 5 18th. So that desert golf definitely in full display there. Katie, have you played this course before?
I have not played the Champions Course. I've played the stadium many years ago, but definitely looks very fun to play. Maybe a little bit nicer than a stadium.
Yeah.
As in forgiving, but gosh, the desert golf is a different animal.
Yeah, for sure. I've been to the stadium course to watch the Waste Management Phoenix Open on the PGA Tour. It was quite the experience. It was something I wanted to tick off my golf bucket list.
I bet. It's a tournament like any other, right?
Yeah, and now I've done it once. I don't know if I need to do it again. If you're there to watch golf, it's quite difficult to follow the action.
Looks like that was a bogey there for Baba, right?
Yeah.
Diane?
Yeah. So we're going to head over to the green on 18. And
this is Antonia Malate.
So let's see. This is a nice. I hope that was for birdie. Let's get confirmation. That was her par putt. But 18 being a par 5, it's always good to have a bit of action on the closing hole.
Yeah, definitely. The first 2 days we saw a lot of birdies and a couple eagles, and then yesterday they moved the tee back 50 yards, and we hardly saw many birdies, but par was a good score. So today it's back up playing at 463, so really gettable with a lot less wind as well. So we should see a lot more red numbers here.
Okay. So this is Michaela Finn with her birdie attempt on 18. That would get her to 4 under on the day. On the tournament, sorry. Nice. Great way to finish for Michaela. So last week, obviously, our winner, Madison Young, who we found out just had a hole-in-one on the par 3 12. She now leads the race for the car, the road to the LPGA, overtaking Valerie Plata. So Madison now with 598 points. Jessica Peng right behind her at 588, and Plata now in third place with 577. But the huge thing about this week is, well, this tournament has always been, one of those tournaments that really stands out. This is the first year that they've played at TPC Scottsdale on the Champions Course, but this is the most money that they have ever played for before. This year, competing for 400,000 in that purse, which is incredible. And obviously, the money's important, but the points, the race for the card, it's there's a lot of fluctuation at this stage of the season as well.
Yeah, especially early in the tournaments here in this beginning of the season.
But the leaderboard is absolutely stacked as it stands right now. So like last week, we're going to have a real shootout, and there's going to be a race to the finish line. And as you say, with the conditions looking a lot more scoreable, then they're going to get after it. We're going to be back with the action here on the Epson Tour after this break.
Head down, water down the left, bunker down the right, take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
War! But Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset.
Yes.
The ball's scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
Yeah.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth
guys,
one.
how do you pronounce
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
Yeah.
See what happens when we work together? Stuff like that.
So we think it's, well, yeah.
Is this 18?
Well, hello and welcome to the final round of the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic on the Epson Tour. I'm Diane Knox-Bayless, and we are streaming live today until we have a winner here at TPC Scottsdale, the Champions Course. I'm joined by Katie Woodruff as well, and Katie, with your amazing golfing credentials, and we'll get into that throughout the broadcast, we're very, very happy to have you on board this week.
I am very excited to be on board as well. It's fun watching golf and talking about some of these former players that I've coached and just friends, seeing them from this side of the screen. It's been fun.
Yeah, great. Well, we're here on the green on 18, and I think this might be the Kaufman group. We're going to get confirmation of who's here. What did you see on the 18th green yesterday, Katie? Obviously, this is the par 5, and the conditions are a lot different today. But we know that we're going to have Kim Kaufman putting for eagle, which is exciting. But yeah, it was very different yesterday.
Yes, so yesterday we had the pin, you can see from our angle right over on that little finger where it was a really shallow location. This location is much more gettable as they just can land it short and run it straight up versus having to force carry over the water in a bunker to the left side. Looks like Emily Hoffman will have a putt right up the hill. This pin is 27 paces on and 4 from the right.
Okay.
But all the way back. But with coming in with a 3-wood, it should be much easier than that pin they had yesterday.
And this is what we want to see, especially in the final round. We want to see birdies. We want to see eagle chances as well. So the pin position sets up for that perfectly today.
Yes.
Okay, so let's have a look here.
This is Hoffman putting for birdie.
Okay.
She was chipping from the front, chipped it right here.
Okay, so Emily Hoffman. Just
yeah, that's just really
there.
slow.
Yeah. Do you think they're really noticing a difference in the speeds on the greens today?
They could. I think that the wind had a really big impact on the greens yesterday, just how much it was blowing. Especially in desert golf, the wind really affects putting a lot more than a lot of amateurs think.
Yeah.
Today, with it being a little more chill.
Well, Emily Hoffman having a good day today. She's 3 under through 17, but this is Kim Kaufman, 2 under on her round, and this is for eagle. So this is exciting, and this could really project Kim up into the, well, into the top 15 right now. So, eagle attempt for Kim Kaufman. Oh, no, that is brutal. Oh, man.
She definitely did not leave that one short, Diane.
Yeah, good for her. You've got to give it a whack, don't you? But, oh. So this tidy up for birdie will get Kim Kaufman to 5 under. And right now that is in a tie for 20th. But I'm sure, hey, you've got to have a short memory, don't you, Katie? So she's got to erase that one and be happy with the birdie.
Yeah, at least she finishes with a good round on Sunday. Gonna play next week. So just build off this round today for Kaufman.
Especially coming off a bogey on 17 as well. But she finished in a tie for 20th last week at the Casino del Sol Golf Classic. So, you know, putting together a bit of a solid start to the year for Kaufman, who was a rookie way back in 2013 on the Epson Tour. So that over on the 16th green, that was Dorsey Addicks there with a bogey putt. And here's Miranda Wang with her par. So we're going to be showing holes 15, 16 and 18 today for the final round of the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic. The second event in the desert. And the Epson Tour is 3/4 of the way through its West Coast stretch. This is the final stop in the Grand Canyon State. And as we said, this is Miranda Wang with her par attempt on 16. Oh man, that one hurts as well, Katie.
Yeah, this hole is sneaky hard. They're only hitting probably 3 wood off the tee, leaving themselves with a way in. There's like a desert that crosses over the middle of this fairway, so they can't really take much more off. So they're coming in with longer irons today, with this back pin being 34 back there.
So Sue O here on 16, about to play her second shot. She's 2 under for the day, 5 under for the tournament, playing alongside a wee Zhang.
She probably has around 170 in from this distance, with the wind a little bit in her face. She will have to think about where she wants to land this. As we saw, the greens have started to firm up towards the end of this week.
Yeah, for sure. Right, so Sue O here from the fairway on 16. And she took her time with that one. Let's see if it pays off. And you can see the ball trickling down there. That was a great shot. Sue O putting herself in a fantastic position with her
She
birdie
played that
putt
perfect.
upcoming. So this is the bit of desert that you were talking about there, Katie.
Yeah, as you can see, it kind of runs out. So she was really aggressive off the tee with her shot, wanting to push it to the right to have a little more of an angle into that left pin back there.
So we
probably only 130 or so from this angle.
Yeah. Oh gosh, good shot too. But as we talked about, those greens firming up.
Yeah, she probably carried that just a little too far. As you can see, just in front of the pin, there's a little bit of a downslope, but should be fine here, putting back up the hill. We
Right, so
talked a little bit
Katie,
about the valley effect yesterday.
Yeah.
And how you can the mountains back there and how everything feeds towards the valley. So
Mhm.
she'll be putting slightly back up away from the valley. So this should be a pretty good chance for birdie.
Okay,
If she
that's
can
a
manage going through the fringe.
great bit of info there. Katie, this is obviously such a big week for the Epson Tour. This is the largest purse in Tour history. So just unbelievable. And to be at ATPC Scottsdale, the Champions Course, for the first time. That purse of $400,000. It's just so encouraging to see everything moving in the right direction.
Yeah, I feel like women's golf is in such a great spot, especially with what Nelly Korda's been doing and the hype around that. However, she did not win today.
Yeah.
Her streak was snapped by Rose Zhang, who almost won this tournament in 2021 in a playoff. But yeah, really, really fun to see where the women's golf is going right now.
Yeah, I'd looked at the odds at the start of the week, and Nelly Korda was like plus 300 to win, which is just unbelievable. I mean, we look at Scotty Scheffler on the PGA Tour is usually about plus 700. So for Nelly Korda to win again, she was like plus 300. So
wow,
amazing. So we're here on the 18th green. We have Emma Brose. And this will be her eagle attempt.
So far, we've had already 2 eagle attempts here since we've been watching. And we had 3 completely the whole day yesterday.
That's crazy. Yeah, this is good. This is what we want in the final round. This is everything's in our favor to see a little bit of drama and hopefully shake things up on the leaderboard when it comes to this last hole.
Yeah, someone's going to have to go out there and get it.
I do want to say that Michelle Zhang has dropped a shot, and we now have a 5-way tie at the top at 10 under, which we'll get to in just a second. But first up, we're going to check out this eagle attempt here on 18. Oh.
Good speed there.
All right, so Emma Brose with a birdie upcoming. So Wee Wee Zhang here, if this one drops, she will be joining that pack at 10 under par. Oh, it looked good until the end. Okay, so we're heading back to 18. And Marissa Chow has an eagle attempt here as well.
Marissa Chow, a former Pepperdine Wave.
There we go.
Really good ball striker, a native of Hawaii.
This is so good to see so much power from this group and two eagle attempts. We know that Emma has a short birdie putt coming up, but here we go with Marissa with her eagle attempt on 18. She didn't like it right away, didn't she?
Yeah, typically that's a sign of not a great stroke when they look up and react right away off the face.
So 2 short birdie putts here. But I do want to talk about the fact that at 10 under par, we have a pack at the top of the leaderboard, including the defending champion, Rachel Liu. So she's up there, 3 under through 8 to get to 10 under. Joining her at the top, Pornanong Fatlam, Kumkang Park, Marielle Galdiano, and Michelle Zhang, who I just said dropped one with a birdie on the 5th, bogey on the 5th. So we did say this was going to be a shootout today, and it already has all the makings. As we said, last week's winner, Madison Young, only one back as well.
2 really good birdies there on 18 to finish their rounds from Brose and Chow.
Yeah, excellent. Good to see. All right, so we'll see how that affects their day today. That gets Emma to level on her day and 2 under total. And tough day for Marissa today. She finished at 3 over for the day, putting her at 1 over for the tournament. So Wee Wee for her par here on 16. And there we go. Nice little tidy up. She's still only 1 back. So we're going to be back with this final day action from TPC Scottsdale in the final round of the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic.
Head down. Water down the left, bunker down the right. Take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
War! But Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset. The ball's scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth one.
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
You see what happens when we work together? Stuff like that.
Well, welcome back. We're here at the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic at TPC Scottsdale, the Champions Course, and we're streaming live on GK Live TV. We're so happy to be here. I'm Diane Knox-Bayless, and our woman in the know is Katie Woodruff. Thank you so much for being here, Katie. And with a baby on the way, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day back to you with your little 8-month-old boy.
18 months old. He's but thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun today. So Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who are listening and joining us. And hopefully it's been a lovely day, whatever you've been doing. So we're here on the 18th green. And we can see two balls right there, Becca Huffer and Saki Baba in this group. So we'll find out, but we should have two nice putts coming up here, Katie.
Yes. Two easy, hopefully birdies.
Yes,
Maybe eagles.
We would like to see that. Yeah, Katie, talk me through the green here on 18 and what they're really taking into consideration as they warm up.
So this pin is 27 on all the way back, and we can see there's a little bit of a tier where this pin is placed on top of a shelf. So Saki Baba, the furthest one away, will have to navigate a little bit of a slower putt up the hill. As you can see, the flag is dead right now, so not having to consider the wind as much like we did yesterday, but this will be slow putting up to this shelf.
And you can really see the change in the color of the grass on the green here. We've already seen that these greens are playing a lot firmer today. But is that the position that they would have wanted to be in? Is that the ideal place to land your ball when you're looking to really score on this final hole?
Yeah, I would say taking a really good target into this pin. Like from the fairway, their view is just straight up at the pin. So leaving it just below is a great spot. Long is not great here. And from the looks of it, it might be hard for these ladies to be long, just with it being a par 5, but this is an ideal spot to be putting for eagle.
Okay, great. So we're going to keep an eye on the... Did you say it was grainy? Sorry.
They are a little bit grainy, I will say. You can see a little bit of the grain change here. So she might be going back up into the grain. Typically with grain, you see shiny, means it's down, darker, back into you. So look how shiny this putt is from our direction.
Exactly. And this course is incredible anyway. You know, obviously ATPC Scottsdale, we have the stadium and the champions, and it's just an amazing property and you know, a real destination when it comes to golf in Arizona.
Yes, definitely. Although it's already 92 degrees, crazy, and out here in the desert.
Goodness. Okay, so let's have a look here.
Just loses a little pace there at the end, but should be a birdie putt she could easily handle. Huffer probably got a good look at Baba's line.
Yeah, for
Slightly
sure.
different angle, but could probably take some information from her putt.
And the caddy's going to stand right in front of the hole. We'll just have to watch for the player reaction now.
Hopefully we'll see a little fist pump here.
So we think this is for birdie, right?
I think this is an eagle putt.
You think this is eagle? Oh my gosh. The action today that we're going to see on 18, this is going to be very exciting, especially because it's stacked at the top right now. And we're going to get to the leaderboard in a second because there's been more movement at the top.
If she makes this would put her in the top 25 at the moment.
All right, so the ball is rolling. That didn't look like a positive reaction. Nope, she's going to go
Don't
and
think she liked it.
tap in. You can tell right away. Okay.
Especially out here on the Epson tour, every single shot matters, like in golf, but even more so for these young ladies and the pressure they feel, like having to, you know, fighting for that top 25, fighting for the top 20 to get into the next week and to get these race for the card points so they can get to their dream of the LPGA tour eventually. Just so much pressure on these.
It really is.
Shot.
It really is. And 15 LPGA Tour cards are going to be given out at the end of the season. So we're following that race for the card very closely. Okay, there we go. Okay, so tap in birdie there on 18, and Becca Huffer and Saki Baba's rounds are complete. So checking out the leaderboard here at the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic, and I can tell you there's actually just been a last-minute change, and Rachel Liu has birdied again to put her into that tie at the top at 11 under par alongside Pornanong, Fatlam and Michelle Zhang. So Rachel is now 4 under through 9, the same as Fatlam, and Michelle Zhang has got it back to level, the three of them at 11 under par. I think since we've been on air, Katie, we've had 4 changes at the top. So that is testament to how this final round is going to play out. It's definitely going to be action-packed.
Yes, there's not many rounds over par at the moment. So Dana Fall needs to get some birdies if she wants to keep up with some of these other ones, especially Rachel and Michelle, who could go off so quickly with birdies.
And low round on the course right now is Wee Zhang, who is 6 under through 16. So we're going to be keeping an eye on how she's going to finish on her final 2 holes. So here we are on 18. Dorsey Addicts and Miranda Wang. Oh no, sorry, this is not actually. We have this is Hoffman and Kaufman here. We're just having a okay. We'll have a look at the green on 18. We were having a little bit of a delay there. So the green on 18, and Katie, a couple of minutes ago, you noted that the flag was dead still. Now look at it.
It will be a little gusty today. It says on the forecast consistently around 5, but gusts up to 12, which out in the desert is really not that bad, honestly. Yeah. As you can see, it's hit or miss right now.
Yeah, for sure. So the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic, you know, we've had some great champions here over the years. And as we were saying, this is the largest purse this week in Epson Tour history. But Rachel Liu, who won last year, Gabriella Ruffles has won here as well.
So fun fact, all the champions from this event have gone on to get their LPGA card.
Oh,
so
I
really
love
cool
it.
Tournament. And it's actually one of 2 events on the Epson Tour that plays 72 holes, so 4 rounds with a cut. Most other events are only 54 holes, so this one feels a little more like a championship, I think, than maybe some of the other regular tournaments.
Yeah, and especially because the only other tournament that plays 72 holes is the Epson Tour Championship. So this one definitely has a lot of prestige around it. So, that's a great fact about the past champions here. So we'll have to see what happens this week. But yeah, a lot to play for, a lot of money, a lot of points as well in the race for the card, which we're always keeping one eye on that leaderboard to see what's happening for the season.
The winner last year, Gabby Ruffles, finished in the top 5, 3rd place at the LPGA event this week up in New Jersey. So
wow,
I think that this tournament produces a really good champion.
Yeah. Sorry, I got that wrong earlier because I said that Rachel Liu had won last year. She actually won it in 2021. Fatima Fernandez came on in 2022, and then as you say, Gabby Ruffles last year, and she's now a well-known name when it comes to the LPGA Tour. So this is a big one, definitely a big one. And you know, Carlisle companies are going to continue support the event for years to come. And this tournament is actually going to remain on the Epson Tour schedule now through 2026. So that is great news, and it's definitely going to be a highlight. So we're here on the 16th green. We have Jessica Porvasnik and Su Binju. Jessica actually putting for bogey here.
That's going to be a long birdie putt here. She probably has at least 40 feet. Sorry, bogey.
Yeah. And she's coming off a birdie on 13, pars on 14 and 15. So this one's going to hurt Jessica. So her approach shot, we're being told, went across the street. So that's why she's all the way over there putting for bogey. And the line looks good as the ball slows down as she gets towards the hole. So this is going to be hopefully a double bogey for Jessica if she can tidy that one up. But wow, at 3 under level for the day, this is a horrible way to really derail that round. Su Binju in the black. She's going to be putting for par. It looks like Jessica's going to be up again, though. So a double bogey putt here for Jessica. Katie, she went across the street. What do you think went wrong with the approach?
Jessica is a long hitter, a very long hitter. She has a lot of speed. She played at the Ohio State University, and she can sometimes get a little wayward with her longer clubs, as we see her make a double bogey there. But might just have been a bad miss.
Yeah. So double bogey there, as you say, for Jessica Porvasnik. We've got Su Binju, and this is her par putt.
Having speed is like a double-edged sword. It's great. Sometimes it could get you in trouble as well if it's not under control, especially out here in the desert where some of these narrow shots and the desert, how it kind of creeps in your mind. It feels like you're claustrophobic and confined. It can really get in your head.
So Su Binju makes her par putt there. She's coming off birdies on 12 and 13, parred 14 and 15, and then that par on 16 there. So Su Binju is 6 under for the tournament, currently in a tie for 12th. So a good par for her there. So here's the tee on 16.
This looks like Madison Young and Amanda Doherty.
So they're both coming off birdies on 15, Doherty and Young. And Madison Young being last week's winner. So continuing her run of form in the desert, Madison's now at 10 under, one off the lead. Katie, she had a hole-in-one on the par 3 12th.
You know what's more impressive, Diane, is she actually birdied 7, which is also a par 3, and she just birdied 15, a par 3. So she's playing the par 3s 4 under today, which is really impressive.
Goodness. Have you ever had a hole-in-one, Katie?
I've had 5, actually.
What?
Yes, 5, and they've all been with a 5-iron, ironically.
Never. And I dream of it every time I'm standing on a par 3 tee. I'm like, this could be it. I honestly have that thought every single time. Never. I've really never come all that close either. Were they in tournaments?
One of them wasn't in a tournament, and the rest were just practice rounds, actually.
Oh, that is amazing.
But
oh my
fun,
gosh.
Definitely fun.
So, you know, Madison obviously having a great day today, and then she had that hole-in-one. She's got to kind of come down from that and regain her composure to be able to finish strong, because really she could go back-to-back this week.
Totally, especially with 18 being so gettable. For her to recover and make pars and a birdie after that hole-in-one is really impressive from her mental standpoint.
Yeah. And, you know, with this desert golf, the wind always picks up in the afternoon. So Madison seems to be, you know, she's got 3 holes left to play. She could be sitting in that clubhouse watching everyone having, you know, just make the turn. She could be sitting there watching, and, you know, she might have a bit of get her lunch in, have a bit of a wait. She might want to warm up a little bit and hang around, because you never know what's going to happen.
She better not leave, that's for sure.
And Madison is now our leader in the race for the cards standings in 2024. Just an amazing performance that she put on last week at the Casino del Sol. So on the tee here on 16, the group of Amanda Doherty and Madison Young, both coming off birdies on 15.
See, she's only hitting a 3 medal here. Only needs to hit this about 220, 230 max, depending on how much her 3-wood rolls out to avoid going through the fairway into the desert.
So what do you see standing on the tee here on 16, Katie?
It does look narrow. I never was a big fan of hitting anything less than driver off the tee. It feels like you have to guide it a little bit. So really focusing and picking a really good target and still being aggressive through impact is crucial.
Okay, so Madison Young on the tee.
Looks like she likes that.
Okay, can't see that ball there. But we'll watch them as they head up the fairway on 16. So back to the green here on 18, this par 5 closing hole. Katie, what's the strategy on this hole today? We've seen a lot of eagle attempts already, so it's gettable in 2.
Yeah, I think you just want to work backwards when you're in the fairway hitting your second, making sure you put yourself in a spot where you can either get up and down or have a good look at a birdie if you miss the green. So really thinking about where the best place is to leave yourself after you hit your 3-wood or approach shot. Wind's a little out of the left today. We saw yesterday it was a little more into. So missing on the right side, their right side, might be a little bit of an easier shot. As you're putting back up into the hill, it should make it a little softer.
Okay, great.
So that bunker shot is not great, though. I would not recommend hitting it in there. As golfers, you know, having that 30, 40-yard bunker shot, especially to a back pin on a tier, is not easy at all.
Okay, so we could see one ball there on 18.
There's the look from the right side of this green. Not great if you're pin high right, chipping back to that pin. But
I tell you, this camera angle really shows that slope there towards the back.
Yeah, I think short front of this green is a great spot.
Yeah. Okay, so it seems like she played from the bunker there, and this is where her ball has ended up, just kind of in that swale there.
Which is not a bad shot. Rather be there than hitting it over the green.
Okay. Right, so we'll get back to them and see how they play their final hole in just a second. But we have, this is crazy, we have a 5-way tie at the top right now. All at 11 under par. We have Pornalong Fatlam, who has just parred the 9th hole, actually. So she's 11 under alongside former champion here, Rachel Liu, Kumkang Park, Marielle Galdiano, and Michelle Zhang, who are all at 11 under par. A 5-way tie for the top, and we're not even halfway through this final round. So my goodness. And then we have the likes of Madison Young, who's 6 under through 15, only 1 shot off the lead. And Dana Falls just had a birdie, which is great for her because she was at the top of the leaderboard entering this final round, and she is only 1 shot off the lead.
I'd watch out for Marielle Galdiano on this leaderboard. She's known to get hot and be streaky and just black out and make birdies for days. So I'd keep an eye on Marielle as she turns to her back 9.
Yeah, she actually she went on a real run last week in the second round at the Casino del Sol Golf Classic. So as you say, we have a lot of names to really watch out for, and then we'll take a little break, but we're going to be right back with action here from the desert on the Epson Tour.
Head down. Water down the left, bunker down the right. Take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
Or, but Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset. The ball scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth one.
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
You see what happens when we work together?
Coleman.
Stuff like that.
Can we talk right now? We're not going out on air. Okay. Katie, are you okay with everything? Okay, good. Good. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. It's so good for me to be able to so knowledgeable about it all. So perfect. And if you need to take a toilet break, Katie, because I know what it's like when you're when you're driving. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is the final round of the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic. We are streaming live here on GK Live TV on the Epson Tour. I'm Diane Knox-Bayless, and Katie Woodruff joins me as well on this Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mums who are listening, and I hope you've been spoiled rotten and had a great day no matter what you're doing. What did you do today, Katie?
I'm in San Diego. With my
Nice.
husband's team. He coaches. So we walked around the farms in Rancho Santa Fe this morning.
Oh my gosh, how lovely. That's a good day. And it's a little boy you're having, correct? Due in August?
Yes, a little boy. Only 9 weeks left.
Oh, so exciting. What a time. All right, well, this is marking the three-quarter stage through the West Coast swing on the Epson Tour. The second and our final stop in Arizona. And we're at ATPC Scottsdale on the Champions course this week. The largest purse that we've ever seen on the Epson Tour, which is just amazing. A $400,000 purse. And this is a 4-day event, 72-hole tournament. Only one of 2 tournaments on the schedule this year to play 72 holes. The other one being the Epson Tour Championship.
We're so thankful that Carlisle's committed to support this event for years to come through 26. It's so great. These companies
yeah, it really
are
is.
seeing
It's amazing.
the fruit
As
of
we were
these
just
young ladies.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, they're out there absolutely grinding. And obviously the goal is to win an LPGA Tour card. There's going to be 15 given out at the end of the season. And you were saying this earlier, Katie, that really, I mean, it's hard to think about it this way, but every single shot makes such a difference when you're racing for those points.
Yeah, and it's easy to get caught up in like the final round and, oh gosh, you know, I missed a putt on the last or a putt on the last 3 holes. But, you know, it really adds up from the beginning. Like, those putts count just the same as it does on the first day. So making sure you're just in the mindset that every shot counts and stay in the present throughout this long season.
Yeah.
Just to find yourself, hopefully, in the top 15 at the end of the year.
Exactly. Because you don't want to have that pressure stacked on you. So when you know that every shot counts, you still have to go out there and just play your game and enjoy it. And, you know, it's a nice long season, so they've got a lot of time to gather those points and to make some money and hopefully be building towards a successful career on the LPGA Tour, which we've seen with, you know, so many names, especially last year's champion, Gabby Ruffles.
Yeah, she won 3 times.
Yeah, that's a nice way to lock it up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it really is amazing. It's a gorgeous day in the desert, as always. Oh, we can see our ball coming from the back of the green there on 16. Okay. So Madison's going to have a birdie putt. That's going to
Wow, look how much break she putted there. Yeah. Madison being a veteran, being able to calm herself and make 2 pars and another birdie on 15 just shows like how she stays so even, especially when you have, doubles or triples and then a hole in one, like being able to just gather yourself, come back the next hole, make a par, steady the ship. Because you know how exciting that must have been. I'm sure she gave some high fives, jumped up and down, gave a couple hugs. So being able to settle herself down, hit the next shot, really impressive for Madison. This round today is really going to help keep her at the number 1 spot. I don't think Plata or Ping have played well this week, so Madison will probably be able to keep her spot at the top through another week. Especially with a 5-under round so far today. Let's see, Doherty looks like 6 feet or so for her par putt. This should be pretty straight. Back up the hill a little bit as we saw Madison's putt break towards Doherty. Looks like it. Last year, Gabby won at 18 under. We're trending in that direction here with 12 under. May not quite get to 18, but 15 might be a good number to get to. We saw this putt a little bit earlier. It's going to be really slow up this hill. She gave that a run. She'll probably have 2.5, 3 feet left for her next putt. Not bad from that distance. Hard to say. Some people are different with what they check. Sometimes it could change the way you play, your mindset. So I'm not sure. If she's checking it, she probably knows where she stands. And if she's not, she might be in for a big smile after this round. Yes and no. I think situations like final round days, yes, especially on situations where you have holes like this, it could really depend on like where you stand. Like if Wee Wee's like for Madison when she gets closer, like she's gonna want to keep going for it and going for it. But like if Michelle Zhang gets up here and she's got a lead, she might play this a little more conservative just to avoid any mishaps. She's not going to be happy with that attempt. Not straight up the hill, at least. From 15 feet. Good way to finish her week. Yeah, she was very aggressive with this. Looks like she might be having to hit out of the desert, or at least on a downslope. Looks like she didn't really like that. She slams her push cart. I just got out of coaching as my husband got a head job. I resigned. I was at USC for the past 3 years. Got to coach some unbelievable players, including our winner last year, Gabby Ruffles. Really fun. I've learned more from coaching really those players than playing. Just a different perspective, being able to coach and learn from how good these girls are getting these days. Like the talent level is rising, and it's just really fun to watch. I was at USC for 3 years and Pepperdine for 3 years before that. Met my husband at Pepperdine. So good vibe in LA. Loved our time there. We're now in Chattanooga, and he's the head coach at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga men's team. And they're playing their regionals this week out in San Diego.
We're going to be back with the action here on the Epson Tour after this break.
Head down. Water down the left, bunker down the right. Take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
Or, but Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset. The ball's scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth one.
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
You see what happens when we work together? Stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. So this is GK Live TV. Welcome back. We are live streaming holes 15, 16, and 18 from the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic. So it's an exciting time on the Epson Tour. And Katie, we were just saying that we were going to see some interesting up and downs here on the 16th green, and you could see that ball coming from the back of the green and really running by. Yeah, we saw that ball come in and take a really big firm bounce. So So Fiona Suvrum up there is putting for par. We were just talking about Jessica Porvasnik, who we saw over there. She ended up carding a 7 on this par 4 after hitting it really wayward with her approach. So Fiona Sue putting for par. She's going to be really looking to get this one either in the hole or very, very close. All right, so the ball rolling down that hill towards the hole. The line looks really good. Is it going to get there? Oh, that was a great attempt from Fiona. So she's got that putt left for bogey here on the 16th. Yeah. So I'm just looking at the leaderboard here as we wait, and I tell you, it seems as though conditions are getting harder because we are seeing a lot of orange on these leaderboards. So we will have a little check in with that leaderboard in just a second. We'll watch Del Rosario here. So Pauline has been playing well. She's 2 under as she stands here on her round. 7 under total. That's a tie for 11th. And this is going to be her par save, hopefully. And oh, that horrible bend. So Pauline's going to drop one here as well. This 16th hole is playing tough. You make a mistake with your I mean, really, if you're out of position from tee to approach, then you're really setting yourself up for a difficult par. So we're going to head to the green on 18. And this is an eagle attempt here. Oh. And we have a birdie attempt coming up here on 18. This will be Brooke Matthews for birdie. Wow, great. Yeah, really good. Nice way to make some moves up that leaderboard and up the race for the card standings too. So this is going to be for par here for Brooke. So we're going to have a quick check of that leaderboard because I was telling you it's all changed. We have a very volatile leaderboard there today. But Michelle Zhang leads at 12 under par. She's only 1 under through 9, but that's enough to give her the solo lead right now. Yahui Zhang at 11 under. She is 6 under through 13 holes today. Rachel Liu, past champion here from 2021, is 4 under through 12 to get to 11 under. And Wee Wee Zhang is in the clubhouse. Look at that day, 7 under to put her at 10 under total. So she is only 2 back as well, alongside Kum Kang Park, Marielle Galdiano, and Dana Fall. So Katie, this is a stacked leaderboard to say the least, and we have seen so much movement already. Yeah. Yeah, Madison, she was really making a run there. We thought after that ace on 12, then the birdie on 15, that Madison was going to get back up there and potentially go back to back in the desert on the Epson Tour. But yeah, as you say, bogeys on 16 and 17, really testament to the fact that this closing stretch is hard. She's now on the par 5 18th. So Ashley Lau here and Brianna Doe in this group. So looking up the fairway on 16. As we were talking about the leaderboard there, Pornanong Fatlam, who was really going low today, she's just bogeyed 10, 11 and 12 to drop to 8 under par. So still on the tee here on 16. Okay, so okay. Yeah, good. So we're going to shoot up to the green on 16. And we have Maddie McCrary and Lindsay McCurdy in this group. Yeah, great. So we have McCurdy and McCrary playing together here. We had Hoffman and Kaufman earlier. There. So this is Maddie McCrary with her birdie putt. That would get her to 6 under for the tournament, alongside Hoffman and Kaufman, who I just mentioned. And no, we really have. So McCrary got a nice, she has a makeable one for par here. So Lindsay McCurdy, this will be for par. And oh, we've seen that miss as well a lot on 16. Gosh, they really, 16 and 17 are playing tough. 18, at least they have the par 5 and can hopefully make a score. Yeah, really. So the green on 18. We're talking about the points in the race for the card standings, and Madison Young, who won last week with her 500 points, she catapulted from number 48 all the way to number 1, overtaking Valerie Plata, who held the lead through 4 events. So, I mean, that was just crazy for her. What a change to her season. I know Madison has just gone bogey and fallen away a little bit this week, but from number 48 all the way to number 1 is just amazing. Yeah, and considering the top 15 earn LPGA Tour cards. So these are both eagle putts on 18 for Madison, who we just mentioned, and Amanda Doherty. So after bogey for Madison, wow, this would be a big one for her. Yeah, really. It's a nice angle to be able to see that. You can't really tell that undulation from where we were at the back. Right? Yeah, really. It's the walk that everyone wants to do around Augusta National, but I tell everyone it's a way harder walk than you would ever think. And did she make it? Oh, she's right there though, is she? Yeah, she's just gonna tidy up there for her birdie. Nice tap in birdie there, especially coming off back-to-back bogeys for Madison. And then we have Amanda Doherty with her eagle attempt. We've seen many eagle putts, we just haven't seen any fall. Yeah, this would jump her up to 9 under par if she makes this, and 9 under is currently well within the top 10. So Amanda Doherty with her eagle attempt on her closing hole. And oh, she made it! Yes, we saw one. Fantastic, Amanda Doherty. What a finish! And she will jump up to 9 under par after that eagle on 18. Wow, that was cool. So good. And especially because Amanda is 20th in the race for the card standings. So outside that top 15, but wow, moving up to 9 under, that's really going to help her case. That is so good. Yeah. Okay, and hopefully Madison Young is going to tap in for her birdie to get to 9 under as well. Good for the two of them. So back to the green here on 16. So Brianna Doe is going to be chipping here, her third shot. Yeah, maybe. Would you pull putter here? Yeah. And steep as well. Wow, you can tell that she is prepared for it with her stance there. And oh man, she judged that well. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Well, that was better than I thought she might do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so she's going to have a long par attempt coming up on 16. We're going to head to the tee on 16 as we wait to see their putts. And another tee shot on 16 there. So Gigi she was the defending champion entering last week, the Casino del Sol Golf Classic, and she missed the cut. So that was a disappointing week for Gigi last week. So at least she has bounced back. She's currently 5 under for her tournament. And that is with a triple bogey on the 9th hole today, and then a birdie there on the 14th. Wow. Tied, yeah. So Brianna Doe has her par putt here on 16. And really giving this one a lot of care and attention. And for par, oh. So you just mentioned Yaoi Zhang a second ago, Katie. She just bogeyed 15. So she has dropped out of the lead and is now at 10 under par. So Wee Wee Zhang is in the clubhouse at 10 under. Yeah. And it's former champion here, Rachel Liu, holds the solo lead now at 12 under par. She just birdied the par 5 13th. And Rachel, who won here in 2021, she is now our solo leader at 12 under. So Riley Reynolds. And where did she end up? So we don't see her on the green. Mm-hmm. So Yaoi Zhang here, as I said, she's coming off a bogey on 15. So hitting her approach. See, she's checking the wind. Okay, so Yaoi Zhang, there's her ball again. Firm bounce and runs off the back of the green. And she's playing alongside Gigi Stoll. So Gigi still 4 under and currently in a tie for 22nd. As I said, Yaoi Zhang in a tie for 3rd. This was a huge tee shot for Gigi. Well played as well, because coming up short of that desert sand. And you can see, so yeah, for sure, really good. Well, that's what we were expecting last week as well. And then, as I said, she would have been very disappointed to miss the cut, especially because she was a past champion there and had played the course so much during her time at college. So coming off that disappointment, it was. And, you know, I guess sometimes that pressure can just be a lot when you've got a lot of expectation on your shoulders entering a week. And yeah, it didn't pan out for Gigi last week. But as you say, she's played a lot in the desert. She's put herself in a much better position this week. And she is sitting at 57th in the race for the card standings. So she's really going to have to make some moves. Yeah, that would make a big difference. And talking of the race for the card, it was last week's champion, Madison Young, who shot all the way up to number 1 in the race for the card standings. Don't forget, 15 LPGA Tour cards are going to be given out to the top points earners over this 20-event season. Madison leads the way of 598 points over Jessica Peng, Valerie Plata, Anna Balak, and Juliana Hung, who won just a couple of weeks ago as well. Brianna Chacon, we were talking about earlier, she sits at number 6 after her victory in Atlantic Beach a while ago as well. So that's how it stands. And Madison Young, who just finished with a birdie on 18. So a positive end to her tournament here this week at ATPC Scottsdale. So it's the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic. As I said, we are at ATPC Scottsdale, the champions course this week. And here on GK Live TV, we are streaming holes 15, 16, and 18. Rachel Liu is our solo leader at 12 under par, with a 1-stroke lead over Michelle Zhang. Wee Wee Zhang and Yaoi Zhang are both at 10 under par, and Wee Wee is in the clubhouse after her round of 7 under today. So the green here on 15. Oh, I thought that was in. My goodness, that was Dottie Ardina with her birdie attempt. Riley in the green there, just squatting down to read her putt. So Riley there. You know, we didn't see Riley's ball land on the green, so I'm not convinced this is for birdie. Yeah, I think this is her par. And Riley Rennell's going to bogey here on 15. And that's going to sting for Rennell.
This is a tough pin today. Being able to get it close with that swale right in front of it and then running out of room here on the left.
So we're back on 18 and we have an eagle attempt coming here.
This is Lauren Cox.
This is the group of Lauren Cox and Brianna Chacon. Lauren Cox has a birdie putt upcoming. And Brianna, the other player in this group, coming off bogeys on 13, 15 and 16. Par on 17, but Brianna has an eagle attempt upcoming.
This seems to be a pretty good spot to be putting from. If she's on this top level, should be pretty straight, not much movement in this. If anything, slightly to her left for the valley effect, as the mountains are just behind this camera. A little short there.
Okay, so Brianna Chacon with an eagle attempt upcoming. So Brianna.
For her size, Brianna is a little long player. She got it all the way to this back tier from the fairway for her eagle. The first one today we've seen at least get pin high.
And that was our birdie cleanup there for Brianna Chacon. Okay, so as we watch this pairing finish on 18, we will be back soon as we approach the time when our leaders are going to be coming into our live streaming window.
Head down. Water down the left, bunker down the right. Take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
But Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset. The ball's scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth one.
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
You see what happens when we work together? Stuff like that.
It's fun to be here. I'm happy to watch golf and talk about it. Can talk about golf all day long. especially on a day where we have a ton of birdies and eagle chances. She's in a good spot there. Probably only 130 or so to the pin.
Okay, and Riley playing alongside Dottie Ardina. She's level for the day and 6 under total.
So she needs to be careful where she lands this, even though she's a little closer.
And you can see
Great
there.
shot there.
That's so good. Man, hanging on,
stops.
that's really good. You can really see how that ball feeds around on the green as well. It's a very difficult hole.
She probably landed that 20 short of this pin with probably an 8-iron. That's just shows how firm these greens are getting this late afternoon.
Wow. Gorgeous day in the desert. This is the last of our 2 stops in Arizona. Last week it was Madison Young who won the Casino del Sol Golf Classic. She's in the clubhouse this week at 9 under. That's currently a tie for 7th. But it's Rachel Liu, our 2021 champion here, who leads the way at 12 under par. 1 stroke lead right now over Michelle Zhang. So we're here on 18, Fiona Xu on the green. And this is another eagle attempt, Katie.
A little different angle here. A little more in the middle of the green.
Yes, so nice. So we've seen one. We have seen one eagle made today. Just
this is a long putt here.
Day. Yeah,
50 feet or so straight up the hill into the green. She's going to have to give this a pretty good whack.
So this is Pauline Del Rosario. And she did give it a good whack. Well, listen, you don't want to leave it short, do you, when you're on the final hole?
Can't leave an eagle putt short, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, listen, I applaud her for racing it by.
It's the first one today, and someone's got it there.
So, yeah, as you say, we have not seen many putts from that position on the green, but we're going to see Fiona with her eagle attempt. Come on, this would be nice.
Still a little bit uphill, but might be a little more of a straighter putt from this angle.
Yeah, hopefully looks it. Fiona's 4 under total. That's a tie for 21st, and she currently stands at 7th in the race for the card standings. So there we go. Oh, it looks on a good. Oh, that
Oh,
was
man,
so
great putt.
unlucky. Wow, so good. Great speed. And she's going to have a tap-in birdie here on 18. Excellent. So Fiona Sue will finish at 5 under, and we talk about those points in the race for the card standings. That's going to move her up.
Every shot matters, every point matters, every dollar matters.
Yeah, seriously.
This would be the first birdie we've seen today on 16. Good run. Dan, I have spoke to some people that have thought links golf and desert golf could be similar with the amount of release and roll and undulations. Would you compare the two at all? Yeah, coming up, exciting, major season. Gosh, that would be a bummer for Rachel.
Head down. Water down the left, bunker down the right. Take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
War! But Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset. The ball scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth one.
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
You see what happens when we work together? Stuff like that.
Wow, those are some good chances there. Making one of these, or at least getting birdie, could almost get her into the top 10. Might see her protecting a little bit, you know, like not swinging maybe 100%, just protecting and not worrying about if it might grab again or however it hurts when she swings.
So Rachel Liu, our leader, coming off birdie on 13, par on 14. And here's Rachel Liu. So did you see
As you can
anything
see,
in her swing?
see how much in her backswing, how much her neck moves.
Uh-huh.
It sure did look like she didn't have any problem with that though.
So
I mean, she didn't wince.
yeah. So that's her swing. Her neck. She has a lot of neck movement in her backswing there.
Yeah, you saw how much her head kind of turned towards our camera as she took it back. But her not wincing at that is a good sign.
Yeah. So Rachel Liu is our solo leader at 12 under as she's on the 16th hole. And she leads Michelle Zhang by 1. She's 11 under. Then Wee Wee Zhang and Yawi Zhang at 10 under alongside Marielle Galdiano and Dana Fall. So we're here on the 18th hole, par 5. And we have another eagle attempt here. Katie, we've been saying that all day. It's been great.
Yeah, it's so exciting to watch this finish. Let's see if she can get this there. This is going to be a slow putt. You just see how it gets up there and just absolutely dies once it gets like within 5 feet of the hole.
So that was Lindsay McCurdy. So Lindsay McCurdy and Maddie McCready finishing their round. Katie, I have to tell you quickly, you did say that Marielle Galdiano could go on a run. She has now propelled herself up to 11 under, and she's only 1 off the lead.
Watch out. She holds the single round record at UCLA at with a 62.
Okay. Gosh.
Which is really low, as we see. Short miss there.
Yeah. But what a time for Marielle to be making a a bit of a run, hopefully, and
No, hopefully she's not limping in here. Wow. It could also be preventative as well. Let's hope it's just some preventative measures here coming off a birdie. Maybe a little tired into the week.
in the round, so it's not like anything's like severely affecting her game, but if she's in pain, you want her to be able to really get through these holes and maintain a good position.
Totally. She's playing alongside Kendra Dalton.
Kendra Dalton was, she had a good week last week. She is not having a good day today, though. 3 over, sorry, as she's on the 16th for the day.
Looks like Rachel's able to walk fine.
Yeah.
She puts that ice pack back on her left hip there.
So I think Rachel hit it over the green. So just like we've seen actually so many with these firm greens, it hit the green and then bounced and rolled off.
Looks like Kendra might be walking that way as well.
Yeah.
Never mind, Kendra looks like she might be on the front there.
Yeah. Okay, well, as they pace around the greens, so we'll see where Rachel's ball is over the back of the green. As you say, Kendra could be in a good position here. So
Kendra's going to have a really long putt here.
Yeah.
It's the slow putt that breaks a lot. She's going to have probably deal with the double breakers. It's going to come to her right off that slope and then probably feed back a little left around the hole.
So we can get a closer look at Rachel Liu there with her ice pack in hand, walking off the back of the green. Rachel with a 2-stroke lead right now. And as we said earlier, a huge thank you to Carlisle companies who are going to continue to support this tournament for years to come. It's going to remain on the schedule through 2026, which is excellent, especially because, as we said, this is the biggest purse in Epson Tour history, which is just amazing.
Hopefully we keep seeing that increase for these girls that work so hard at this game.
Yeah. And you know, playing out here on the Epson Tour, they're traveling, they've got to fund their travel, their accommodation. There's a lot of expense out there, and these girls are all chasing a dream. And the dream to get on the LPGA Tour with 15 cards given out at the end of the season. So here we go. We're going to pan around so we can see where Rachel is. Goodness, way over the back of the green.
Looks like she's putting this.
She's
from
got
the
the
rough.
putter out. Oh, wow. She's
This is a very
really
interesting
going
position
to.
here.
Okay. Up, up, up. Oh, and that's going to run by. Really run by, though. Oh, goodness, Rachel. She's not going to be happy with that. I tell you.
This shows they're like putting from, chipping from over the green, even though the flag's not quite moving right now, but it should be a little downwind.
Yeah.
And that really makes an impact here in the desert on chipping
Yeah,
and
we've
putting, as we
we've
talked
seen
about
that twice
before.
now, where we've sitting in our booth have questioned the putter choice from the back of the green, but we just don't know what's going on there. They do, and Rachel is going to be disappointed with how far by she ran that putt.
It's going to be a hard putt for par there
Yeah.
with that length. Could see the lead go back down to 1.
So Kendra Dalton here, she has a long, long birdie putt. Katie, what's this one going to do?
She might see a little bit of a double breaker as it moves to her right off that slope, similar close to where Rachel's ball is, and then straighten out, maybe go a hair to her left around the hole, but it will be slow. She plays that way up there. Should start to level out here.
Oh gosh. Oh, I thought that was going to drop. Wow.
What a great putt there. Excellent speed.
That was so well judged for Kendra Dalton there. Amazing. Wow. So she's going to be very happy with her par. Kendra, who is currently 5 under for the tournament.
Kendra opened this tournament with a 64.
Goodness.
And was close to the top when this tournament began. Didn't have her best on the weekend, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's like Dana Fall, who opened with a 63. She is currently 2 over for her day and 10 under total, putting her in a tie for 4th. So after such a hot start for Dana, she's hoping to get something going on her back 9 to give it a run this week. So Rachel Liu is our leader by 2 at 13 under, and after going over the green here on 16, she has this lengthy putt for par. Coming
This is
off
a huge putt here for
huge.
Rachel to keep her lead at 2.
Only 1 bogey on the card today so far, and that came on the 4th hole. And Rachel rolls it. Oh, goodness, it looks good. She made it. Huge putt for our leader, Rachel Liu, who will remain at 13 under par through 16 holes.
Love that enthusiasm. A little fist pump action.
You know, especially if she
Huge
birdied
momentum.
15, she then was getting worked on. She had her neck worked on. She had an ice pack on her hip, over the green, flew the green, you know, pulled out the putter, put it way by the hole. To make that par putt was huge. That is exactly what she needed heading into her final 2 holes.
Yeah, if she goes on to win today, she could look back to this hole to be one of those round-saving pars.
They're important. That was wildly impressive. Nerves of steel from our leader, Rachel Liu.
She's a veteran, been out as a professional since 2018, has a couple wins to her name, including this one in 2021.
What does it do to you when you return to somewhere, a course, a tournament where you've won before?
I think it gives you really good vibes. I think when Rachel won this event, though, it was at Longbow, a different
Oh
course,
yeah, of
as
course.
this is a new venue. But Longbow, very similar, desert style, narrow, not much rough. So Rachel probably feels pretty comfortable.
And even going back to, it's a different course, but she won this tournament. There's still pictures of you with your trophy, and you're still there as a past champion, which does so much for your confidence heading into the week.
Definitely, definitely. And her playing on the LPGA a couple times, played in the Chevron this year. She should have some good confidence coming into this week.
So that was Clarice Gousset playing her approach. And Clarice was having a good tournament until the 7th, where she doubled the par 3. She's 3 over for her round through 15, 5 under total. And Pornan
There's another one just releasing rapidly over the 16th green. Fatlam has not had her best on this back nine, with a lot of bogeys on the card compared to her front nine today. The wind sure has died. We haven't really seen much action last hour or so. Playing with Zhang, who's bogeyed 15 and 17 after she was up there in the lead when it was at 11. These last couple holes are playing tough, I will say, besides 18. Especially with this hole being really gettable, Eagle could completely change things. Definitely. There we go. Have someone chipping from the off the green. We haven't seen that in a while. We had some hybrid action on this hole yesterday. From off the green, yeah, it was impressive. It did. It was a great shot. I think it was Kim Kaufman who did it from the front left. Great putt there. Back to back there from Dalton and then Gousset. Almost making them. Just going to tap that in lefty. That was ballsy. I know. I don't think I'd be doing that on the final day. You know, accidentally could easily whiff that, or I know it was a tap in, but gosh, we've seen disastrous things happen when you just casually do stuff like that. Yeah, she'd really be smacking herself if she missed that little 6-inch putt. Those are the ones you lose sleep over. Fatlam steadied the ship there with a par. Just gather herself and realize she's got 2 gettable holes here to salvage points, dollars, everything. Yeah, I think consistency is the biggest thing, you know, these girls want. Just constantly just getting points each week, not shooting themselves in the foot, missing cuts, but you just get, you know, a couple points each week, then they're hoping that adds up at the end inside the top 15. Yeah, 48 to 1. That's a huge jump.
We're going to be back with the action here on the Epson Tour after this break.
Head down, water down the left, bunker down the right, take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
Or, but Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset. The ball's scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth one.
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
You see what happens when we work together? Stuff like that.
Gosh, I could watch her swing all day. That was such a beautiful swing. It's very smooth, great tempo. It's a good thing she's throwing those birdies in there. She's very smart. She puts herself in really good spots, as we saw yesterday. When she missed in the easiest chips and almost holed two of the chips we saw in the last couple holes. Her short game's excellent, and she's just a very steady player. Doesn't really get too high or too low, just very steady. And her coach Alicia Altum said that she just blacks out sometimes and can just go on a streak like we talked about earlier. And just wake up and like, oh crap, I just went, birdie, 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 and come away with a 62. So I think her mental approach is very, very sharp, and she's a veteran, very good player in college, and hopefully a bright future here in the pro sector. Yeah, she should be able to easily get there on 18.
So we were talking about Gigi Stoll, and we watched her. She was standing on the green on 18. Gigi has finished with a 10 on the 18th. We need to find out what happened there, because obviously we've seen an awful lot of eagle putts on 18.
Oh.
And Gigi, who was 4 under, standing on the 18th tee.
Gosh, that's brutal.
We're gonna find out what happened there.
Gut-wrenching.
Yeah, I don't know what would have happened to Gigi Stoll there, especially we were talking about her, someone who's so experienced playing in Arizona, having went to college here.
Yeah, and she's one like Pravasnik that we talked about that has a lot of speed and can hit it really far, but especially in the desert, like if it's off a little bit, you never know, hitting the bush, taking unplayable, anything can happen from there. Hit it over the fence. So I think that that speed can cause some issues sometimes if it's not on.
And then your head's a mess and you have to try and put the ball in the hole, which is sometimes a much bigger challenge. So that 10 for Gigi Stoll has put her all the way down to a tie for 52nd after she entered today in 11th. So Gigi missing the cut last week and then finishing that way, 6 over for her round today. Sorry, she's going to be fuming, I would say.
Yeah, if you look at her card, she had a 10 on 18 and then a triple on the 9th. Typically when we see big numbers like that, it's, normally a tee shot issue. Making big numbers like that.
Yeah, poor Gigi. That's a tough one to take. Golf is so mental, Katie. I don't need to tell you that, but my goodness, we underestimate it.
Like the legend Ben Hogan said, golf is played between the 6 inches between your ears. So
it's
so Galdiano here, probably 150 to 160, but only needs to land this like we've seen. Probably like 140, 145 max with the amount of release that's happening on this green.
And she's only 2 strokes off the lead right now on the 16th.
She's watching it carefully here. Here's that release.
Oh, we've seen that so many times.
Hopefully it's just at the bottom there where we just saw Fatlam chipping from.
Oh gosh, it's gone. Let's see where she ended up.
Okay,
That
it's
her
where
ball there,
it's
just
right
in
where
a-
Rachel was.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what she chooses to do, if she's going to pull putter or if she's going to chip from down there.
It looks like it could be next to a tuft of grass there. That could be an interesting decision for
Yeah.
Marielle.
Okay, and here's Kumkang Park. She looked away as soon as she hit that. And I
There's
see her
Kumkang
ball.
coming
Wow,
in.
she's getting a good roll here towards the hole. What a fantastic shot for Kumkang Park.
What a shot there. That's
Wow.
our closest one of the day.
Really, really good. She played that to perfection. She's currently 8 under and in a tie for 9th.
She could be back on her roller coaster here with another birdie.
Yeah. So we'll check out those putts. Well, maybe one putt, one chip on 16 in a little while. Okay, so Riley Rennell is going to be putting for Eagle, playing alongside Dottie Ardina.
Look, it's interesting to see these shadows creeping in and see how much further they creep in around this pin location.
Yeah,
I always thought it was hard putting through shadows, trying to figure out the break. So if these shadows creep over this pin, it could be dicey for these last couple of groups.
Yeah, I feel
really
they're
getting a good
they're
feel for
coming
the
in
break.
quickly here as well. They've kind of appeared out of
Yeah.
nowhere. So it's
Probably feels nice to be standing under those shadows with this 92-degree heat here in the desert today.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it looks like Riley Rennell is over the ball and ready for her eagle attempt on 18.
She's close. This is a great chance for Eagle.
Riley's 5 over on her round. This would get her to 4 under for the tournament, which is huge. And
good run, but
yep, she'll tap in for her birdie.
Looks like she might go with a wedge here. This is Marielle.
Okay, so she's going to chip.
She has a great short game, so let's see what kind of creativity she does here. Looks like she does have to deal with a little bit of this tuft of grass that's right next to her ball. I think she might try to bank this into the hill.
Okay.
With the amount of forward lean she's got.
There we go. Oh. And yeah, I mean, we've seen so many options from down there, whether it be, you know, pulling the putter or if you're going to pull the wedge. And we've seen varying results. Most people kind of running it by. So Marielle playing it safe there, coming up short, but that's probably the safer shot, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I don't think she really knew how that was going to react coming out of that weird lie with that grass.
Yeah, and you know, such a pivotal time of the tournament for her. She has to make this to stay 2 shots off the lead. So Galdiano is really looking at this one alongside Caddy.
Her caddy's really getting in there with this one.
I mean, this is a huge putt. This is probably the putt that's going to keep her in it, considering Rachel Liu is in the fairway on 18.
Yeah, she does not need to drop any at this point. This is going to be a tricky putt, though. Back up a little bit with this first couple feet, and then should go down into her right as it slows.
Yeah. Okay, Marielle Galdiano with our par putt here on 16. Oh, yes!
Wow. What
So
a
good.
what a putt. Oh my goodness
So
gracious. What a, and a fist pump too.
Nerves of steel. That was so clutch. Amazing. I mean, that is the putt that is keeping Marielle Galdiano in this tournament as she trails Rachel Liu by 2 strokes. Rachel Liu is in the fairway on 18. Marielle is heading to the tee on 17. We have ourselves a tournament here.
Wow. What some great 2 putts here by these 2 at the top.
That was amazing.
16 could come this hole could come down to
It's huge.
everything.
So Kum Kang Park here, this is a birdie attempt to get to 9 under. That would put her in a tie for 6th. Okay, let's have a look here at Kum Kang Park. Oh, gosh. It's tough. When you've just seen Marielle make such a clutch par putt, to miss your birdie is tough. Okay, so she tidies up for par here on 16. Kum Kang Park remains at 8 under par.
We should have our leaders or our last group coming up on the hole 16.
So we'll go to 18. Rachel Liu, our leader by 2, is in the fairway on 18. Let's have a look at the players who are still on the course. Rachel's on the green, actually has an eagle putt on 18 now. Wow. Marielle Galdiano, we just saw her save par. She remains at 11 under. Michelle Zhang is on the 15th right now. She's 1 over for the day, 10 under total. And Dana Fall is 2 over, 10 under total. And then really, if we're looking
if Rachel Liu can
at,
get this in for eagle or at least a birdie, this could seal the deal for her.
Yeah, I mean, if Rachel gets this to 14 under, she's in the clubhouse at 14 under, and Marielle Galdiano has a couple of holes to play, then it might be Rachel Liu's wrapped up. But as we've seen with 18, you know, we've seen so many eagle putts. If Marielle, she could birdie 17, eagle 18, we could have a playoff.
Would be on brand for Marielle.
Yeah, exactly.
This finish, either way, is going to help Marielle in the race for the card.
Oh, massively. She's projected to jump up to number 10 as it stands right now. So this is Michelle Zhang on the tee at 16. Michelle is 3
Michelle
off the
Zhang's
lead.
going to hit 3 wood off this tee, looks like. She only needs to hit something about 220 to 230. As you've seen, this fairway runs into some desert at the end, so making sure that they do not run through the fairway to have a good shot into this tough pin location in the back.
Okay, where did that end up?
Michelle is a rookie this year on the Epson Tour. She's, as we saw yesterday, a very aggressive player.
Michelle Zhang playing alongside Dana Fall. This is our last group. Dana Fall opened with a 63, 66, 72 yesterday, and she's 2 under for the day.
She likes it. She left that a little shorter than we've seen a lot other
Yeah.
players on this hole. She will have a good 160, 170 into this pin, which is, as we've seen, she will have to land this probably closer to the front with the amount of release that we're seeing.
Okay, so on the green here on 18, Kendra Dalton has just missed her eagle attempt. And then we're going to see Rachel Liu, our leader, with her eagle attempt. So Rachel Liu is currently 13 under, 6 under for her round as she stands on the 18th green over her eagle putt shortly.
We've seen a lot of eagle putts from this distance right here. The last 5 feet, it's going to start to die on her, so she needs to make sure she gives it enough gas up this hill. Shouldn't move much. Just a good speed putt.
Okay.
This would put her at 8 under on the day. What a round.
Wow, what a
That would
final
be.
round, yeah. Okay. And oh, coming up short.
Man, that last 5 feet is just so slow as
Yeah,
it
really.
hits that hill.
So a couple of feet left for her birdie. So Rachel Liu's probably going to be in the clubhouse at 14 under par, which would be a 3-stroke lead over Marielle Galdiano.
As we talked about earlier, Diane, I think if I was in Marielle's position, I would want to check the leaderboard to see what I had to do to at least catch Rachel, right? Like if she wanted to at least try to win, maybe play a little more aggressive on 17, 18 to try to give herself a chance.
Well, as you said, Marielle can black out and just go on these birdie runs, but you know, she knows what she's got to do. She knows she's going to have to play aggressively and to make birdies, if not birdie eagle, to have any chance. So Kendra Dalton for her birdie. Okay. And then Rachel Liu on 18 with her short one for birdie, and to be in the clubhouse at 14 under par.
She should be able to handle this. Only 2.5, 3 feet left. Pretty straight, pretty flat.
Okay. And Rachel Liu, our leader, makes birdie, gets to 14 under par, and she is in the clubhouse after a final round of 7 under to lead by 3.
What an incredible round for Rachel, especially considering some of the ailments that she might have had today with the hip, the ice pack, and the neck injury on 15. Hopefully she's okay. Seems like it.
And she's a past champion here, winning in 2021. So back to a place that, well, you know, obviously this is a different course, but back to a tournament that she's won and feels very comfortable and bringing back all those winning memories. So Rachel Liu leading by 3 and really the only one who can catch her and potentially force a playoff is Marielle Galdiano, who is on the 17th hole. So Michelle Zhang is here on 16, Katie. She's hitting out of that desert dirt strip that runs along the bottom of the fairway.
Oh, yeah, we saw yesterday her being extremely aggressive. Here's another chance where she maybe was a little too aggressive off the tee, putting herself in this left dirt too far through the fairway.
Yeah.
And looks like she might have missed the screen here.
Yeah, I don't see her ball anywhere.
Maybe a little bit of rookie mistakes these last couple of rounds, just overly aggressive, unnecessarily not leaving herself in the best spots, trying to make things happen.
She's on the front part of the green, I think. We can't really see it from our angle, but I think I see her ball there actually. So she's okay. She's good here.
She's got a really impressive game for a little one. She has a lot of firepower.
All right, so we watch them head to the green on 16.
We saw Dana being pretty far back in the fairway. Looks like she left herself short left over there, having to deal with that downslope when she chips.
And Dana coming off a bogey on 15 to fall back to 9 under.
Oh, she's way back there. Looks like she's walking. This is going to be a difficult chip to judge the landing. There is a bunker over there. She could be in the bunker, which would actually probably be a little better, as she might be able to get a little more spin and predict how it's going to release. That wind sure has died down. Look at this flag. It's not even moving at all.
Really dead still.
Dana might be disappointed with her round today, having the lead through 2 rounds. And
especially opening with a 63 as well.
that was a great shot there from the bunker. She could make it.
Oh my goodness.
Excellent.
Wow.
Excellent. She's got an unbelievable short game.
That was so good. So taking a little look at the updated leaderboard and how it stands right now, Rachel Liu is our leader. She is finished and in the clubhouse, sitting pretty. 7 under on her final round. So opening and closing with a 64 in this tournament. And she is at 14 under at the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic. Amazing. Marielle Galdiano is on 17. And she is 11 under. So Marielle's going to have to, birdie 17, eagle 18 to tie her and force a playoff. So we will see how Marielle, you already said, Katie, that she can black out and go on these incredible birdie runs, but she's really going to have to pull it out of the bag.
I'm sure Rachel is not hoping for another playoff like in 2021.
So we have a birdie attempt here for Michelle Zhang. She's going to need to go 4 under on her last 3 holes, including this hole, to tie our leader. That's a tough ask, Katie.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, Rachel has just to finish with a 64 is mighty, mighty impressive. And
Michelle
right now,
putting for her birdie a long way down there.
really, yeah.
Really slow. We've seen this putt a couple times today. Let's see if she can get it there.
And that's not going to feed back towards the hole. So just looking at the race for the card projections, Rachel Lou is projected to jump from 124 to number 8 if she wins this tournament. So we have
I believe
Pornanong
Rachel
Fatla.
might have been playing a little more on the LPGA this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Could be a reason why she's a little higher on the race for the card.
Okay, so they're walking the green.
Michelle
So-
Zhang has 5 or so feet left for her par up the hill. Shouldn't really do much. It might move a little to her right. But with that valley effect, it could straighten it out just a little bit. That's where you have to consider the valley effect is putts this distance, just making sure you start it on line. And
Michelle is currently 10 under in a tie for third, projected to jump up to 21st in the standings, so she doesn't want to drop one. Oh, no. That's a tough one. Katie, going back to Rachel Lou, I just checked for the LPGA Tour this year. She played in the Blue Bay LPGA in March and finished 7th. So that was a huge result for Rachel. She played in the Chevron Championship, missed the cut there. But to have a top 10 this season on the LPGA Tour and then, you know, probably follow it up with a win on the Epson Tour in a tournament she's won before. It's a good 2024 for Rachel Lou so far.
I would say so, yeah. Especially winning this biggest purse here. She's probably made a decent amount of money this year so far.
Right.
Both tours.
Okay, well, it's coming down to the wire here at the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic. Our leader, Rachel Lou, is in the clubhouse at 14 under par, and we'll be back with the action in just a second.
Head down. Water down the left, bunker down the right. Take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
Or, but Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset, The ball's scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth one.
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
You see what happens when we work together? Stuff like that.
Of the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic. We are live on GK Live TV. We have our leader in the clubhouse at 14 under par, currently with a 3-stroke lead of Mariella Galdiano, and she is heading to the tee on 18. She would need an unlikely albatross to force a playoff with Rachel Liu, who won this tournament back in 2021. And Diane Knox-Bayless and Katie Woodruff has been here as our analyst today. Katie, it's been amazing to have you on board, and you've added so much to the broadcast, so thank you so much.
It's been really fun. Thanks for all your help, helping me out with my first time doing this. I think Marielle will be happy with her week, though, even if she does come up a little short here. 67, 66, 71, and then probably at least the 69 here to close out a solid week.
Yeah, and for her, even finishing second, solo second, she's projected to jump within the top 10 in the race for the card standings. We have 15 LPGA Tour cards going to be given out at the end of this Epson Tour season. So that's huge to jump up from 29th to 10th. She's going to be so happy with her performance and the, you know, amazing position that she's put herself in for the rest of the season.
Totally. And we saw what Madison did winning last week. Like, any of these girls could, you know, find themselves at the top after winning, you know, if they just keep being consistent in the standings and getting points each week. A lot of volatility so far early in this season.
Yeah, but it's we were talking about this earlier, how really it's every little point, every putt, everything counts, especially when you're looking at how close the race for the card standings can get. So it's there's been a lot of good weeks. Madison Young is going to stay at the top of the race for the card standings after she was 5 under today, which is amazing. Finished at 9 under total. Madison probably going to be feeling a little bit disappointed, you know, coming off that win last week. And then she had a hole-in-one earlier today, which was just amazing for her on the 12th. And to finish, well, she finished birdie, bogey, bogey, birdie. So, you know, again, she can't be too unhappy. But Rachel Liu is our one to watch in the clubhouse. She is at 14 under par and looking to win this tournament for the second time. Katie, I said earlier that Rachel actually finished 7th at the Blue Bay on the LPGA Tour back in March. You know, that has to do so much for her confidence when she comes back to the Epson Tour and is playing in a tournament she's already won.
Totally. I think that, especially winning on that, or finishing 7th on that stage, coming here, even though it's, you know, these girls are really good, but coming off the LPGA, playing here, her confidence is probably really high, especially, like you said, winning in 2021, seeing her picture holding that trophy around the clubhouse and around the grounds. She probably feels right at home.
Yeah, that is a nice feeling. I can only imagine. But Rachel Liu, huge week for her because obviously getting that win, but projected to jump to 8th in the race for the card standings. So just brilliant. And as you can see there, a really good day for Amanda Doherty as well. She was 5 under on her round. Wee Wee Zhang 7 under to get to 10 under. And she's solo 3rd right now. So it's we saw a real range of scores today, and it looked like scoring conditions were getting tougher as the day went on, but some people were definitely making it look easy out there.
Yes, totally. I sometimes felt like coming out after a day where it played really hard, like we saw yesterday, where the best score of the day was 2 under, and then we see scores here in the, you know, 7 unders, a couple 7s, some 5s. and then just having to change your mindset from going from wow this was so hard to oh wow okay it's scoreable now. I always felt that that was difficult, playing and even coaching and just encouraging players that you can get it today. So
Yeah. Okay, so the way it stands, Marielle Galdiano, she was going to have to have an albatross on 18 to give Rachel Liu a run for her money at any chance of a playoff, but it's not going to happen. So Rachel Liu, she is our leader by 3 right now. It doesn't look like Marielle Galdiano is going to match that, and as long as she pars, then she's going to remain in solo second. So with this par 5, Marielle just has to par to stay in solo second. Disappointing day, Katie, for Dana Fall. She opened with a 63, followed that up with a 66.72, 3 over today to put her at 9 under and in a tie for 4th. I'm sure not the day that Dana wanted.
yeah, we saw her kind of shoulders hung a little bit walking off 16. Definitely hope this day went a little better in her mind as she woke up this morning, but always good experience playing in the final round of a tournament like this, learning from it, making adjustments next time she's in a situation like this.
Yeah.
As long as she tries to learn from it, I think hopefully she can not be so hard on herself.
Yeah, exactly. So Marielle Galdiano is the only one who can have any effect on the winner of this tournament. But actually, she can't because she's going to be hitting her 3rd shot from the bunker. So the tournament belongs to Rachel Liu. She is a 2-time champion here at the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic. And Rachel Liu at 14 under par is going to be our winner. A final round of 7 under. We're going to be here until the end.
We saw a player in this bunker earlier that struggled to really get it out onto that top shelf. I don't think this is a great leave. Looks like Kum Kang Park is in the bunker. Not a great spot to this pin.
Yeah.
Looks like Marielle might have laid up a little shorter to give herself a full wedge into this pin. Maybe a little trouble off the tee to leave herself here, as we've seen most players be able to get to this green at least around the front easily.
Okay. So Rachel Liu is going to be celebrating in the clubhouse.
Hopefully she's getting her hip, her neck, all her ailments looked at, making sure she's all good.
The next tournament is the Copper Rock Championship in Hurricane, Utah. So again, next week, there's going to be 500 points up for grabs for the race for the card. We have a 54-hole tournament at Copper Rock Golf Course. And we're going to be in Hurricane, Utah for that. We saw Dottie Ardina. We followed her around a little bit today. She won the tournament in 2022, the Copper Rock Championship. It's the 4th year of the event.
Looks like a great shot there from Marielle. About 4 feet for her birdie. see if Cum Kang Park can fly it all the way to the back and give herself a chance for birdie.
Yeah.
This is one of the hardest shots in golf. Oh, okay, not bad. Looks like she did judge the weight, the speed perfectly, just a little left. Good leave there for her birdie.
But it is Rachel Liu who is our winner this week at the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic. Nobody can catch her. We still have 2 groups out on the course, but Marielle Galdiano, as long as she pars 18, she'll finish in solo second. And she's got a birdie putt, so hopefully that's going to happen. Excuse me. And then we'll watch our final group of Dana Fall and Michelle Zhang. See if either of them can improve on what's been disappointing rounds at +2 and +3, potentially get to 10 or 11 under.
How about that? We have 3 Zhangs in the top 5.
I know, at one point they were all side by side. Like, imagine we had a Zhang playoff.
Looks like Cum Kang Park will go first for her birdie putt. Marielle should keep a close eye on this one, as she's just inside her.
All right.
Shouldn't move much in this putt. She's on that top shelf. Pretty straight. She made it. Great birdie there to end her round.
So good.
Roller coaster round, capped
Congratulations.
with a birdie.
So Cum Kang Park making birdie on 18 to get to 7 under, and that puts her into a tie for 11th. Marielle Galdiano is going to have her birdie putt.
Oh, bummer to miss that one. However, she should stay in solo second.
All right, so a great week for Marielle Galdiano, who will jump into the top 10 in the race for the card standings with that solo second finish. All right, well, this is the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic here at ATPC Scottsdale, the Champions Course. Rachel Liu is our champion. We have 1 group left on the course, and we will be back to check on them soon.
Head down, water down the left, bunker down the right, take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
War! But Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset. The ball's scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth one.
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
You see what happens when we work together? Stuff like that.
So this has been the final round of the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic, and Rachel Liu is our champion, winning by 3 after a final round of 7 under par. Well, we don't know if she's won by 3. We're presuming that she's won by 3. We still have one group left to come through, 18, and they are both on 9 under par. So, yeah, but just amazing performance from Rachel Liu. Katie, thank you so much. It's been great having you as part of our broadcast on GK Live TV this weekend, especially yesterday when I had a wedding and you got to stand in and really be thrown in at the deep end. So well done, and thank you for doing so.
Kind of felt like I was on an island a little bit, but it was really fun. Definitely a learning experience.
Well, thank you for coming
Really
back
cool.
today. and
Hats off to all
and
these
being
all
our
you
analyst.
broadcasters out there.
Oh, it's honestly, and well, today you were just an absolute key part of the team, and it was so great having you here. So I'm hoping that we can get you back soon to do some more Epson Tour coverage on GK Live this season.
Yeah, I'd love to. It was fun to watch some really good golf today. Low scores, a couple 7 unders, 5 unders. Really fun to see that from these girls.
Yeah. What did you think of the course, TPC Scottsdale? You've played the stadium before that we see on the PGA Tour for the Waste Management Phoenix Open. But what did you think of the Champions course that we saw today?
It looks good. It looks like it's in really good shape. The players that I have talked to this week said that it's really pure. The greens are running nice. It's just really firm. They recommended trying to get a morning round if you wanted to go play. So you had a little bit to do to soften the green, but looks like a really fun course. And I love desert golf. It's just so pretty out there.
Okay, I know, it really is. You're in San Diego right now as well. Are you going to get to play any golf while you're there?
No, unfortunately not. I didn't bring my clubs this time.
That's
But
always a shame. It's a
gonna watch a
beautiful
lot.
place. Yeah. And at least you got to enjoy a lovely Mother's Day as well.
Yes, thank you. I hope you did as well.
Yeah, it was great.
Is your little
really
one going to
nice.
be up when you get off the broadcast?
No, he's definitely going to be in bed. However, I'm guessing he's going to wake up in the next 1 to 2 hours, and then all he'll want is his mum. So I'm like, this could work. After the wedding last night, we got home and he wanted to party from like 10:30 till 11:30. So I'm like, this is not good for the routine, but we're getting there.
Got to get a golf club in his hand soon.
Oh no, we've been trying, we've been doing it, but it's obviously today being Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to all the mums who are listening. And in case you missed it earlier, KT's little boy is due in August, so not long to go now, and he's going to be born into a real golfing family, Katie.
Yes, I really hope he plays golf, but like I've talked to a lot of parents, don't push them.
I
Or
know.
else they might not want to listen to mommy or daddy, but
I know.
we'll see.
Well, we had Grayson is my son. We had a golf club in his hand. Oh my gosh, so early, and he loves it. Like he will pick the golf club up over anything. We're already like, oh my gosh, look, he's going to be amazing. Look at the contact. And so
It's so fun to watch like the PNC
Oh, I
and
know.
see Annika with her little son Will,
Yeah.
and just how special that is, especially on a Mother's Day, to see, the mother and son
I
enjoying
know.
golf like that.
It's
Really
so
cool.
special. And the mums are so important. The parents are always so important. And we always say that. We see it time and time again that, it's just different these days. And especially for these players who grow up playing golf with the dream of making it to the LPGA Tour, to the Epson Tour. The boys want to play on the Corn Ferry Tour, the PGA Tour. It's, the parents are the driving force behind it.
Yeah, totally. And the amount of sacrifice, driving them to tournaments and, paying for everything and just supporting
Mhm.
through tough days and 10s on 18, like the amount of shoulders that, you have to cry on as a mother, especially in the game of golf.
Yes.
A lot.
Yes, definitely. And it's it's definitely the I've done a lot of jobs in media, but being a mom is the best job I've ever had in my life. It is just amazing. I mean, it's indescribable. I'm very excited for your arrival in August. It's going to be very special.
I'm excited. I'm really excited as well.
All right, well, the course has been great. We've seen incredible desert weather as well, but a massive thank you to all of our sponsors. And we have to say a real massive thank you to Carlisle, because Carlisle companies will continue to support this tournament for years to come. And the Carlisle Arizona Women's Golf Classic is going to stay on the Epson Tour schedule through 2026. So thank you to them. And the other great thing about this tournament is, well, we have a 4-day tournament, only the second on the schedule. But then also, this is the largest purse in Epson Tour history. So the winner, Rachel Liu, walking away with $60,000. And when she won in 2021, she took away $30,000. So she's doubled her earnings winning this tournament 3 years later, which is just amazing. So thank you to Carlisle companies. Katie, this is our final group walking up to the green on 18. So we have Dana Fall and Michelle Zhang.
Looks like we have Michelle Zhang in the bunker here, where we just saw Kum Kang Park hitting from. And Kum Kang Park handled it well. Let's see if Michelle Zhang can get it up there close and finish her round with a birdie. She's a really good rookie.
Okay.
Really good rookie. We had 20 rookies in the field this week out of the 48. Michelle Zhang has a lot of potential.
Okay, so Michelle Zhang is going to have a birdie putt to get to 10 under. About 10 feet short.
Pretty good from there. Definitely take that. Not an easy shot there. She made, her and Kum Kang Park both made that look really easy. A lot easier than it seems. I promise you that.
Yeah. Dana Fall, who we said opened with a 63, she's 3 over for her day right now, 9 under total. And she's going to have, well, a putt that could get her to 11 under.
Yeah, that shows Dana Fall is not a very long player at all, sitting at 5-1. She doesn't hit it far, but just shows that how short this hole is playing today, that she was able to get there and have an eagle putt. The spot we've seen a lot all day, about 30 feet right up the hill.
Yeah.
Wish I could go out there and tell her right now, give it a little more pace than you think. Especially, you know, we've seen those balls right as they get to the top of that hill just die on their pace.
So Dana Fall.
Another thing these players have to consider playing late in the afternoon is the growth of the grass on the greens. Again, with them firming up, it's kind of a tricky, them growing, slowing down, but also getting firmer. It's kind of like a oxymoron a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's confusing. So this is for birdie. Okay.
Either way, it'll be a good way to finish her round, although she will be disappointed in 2 over today if she can get that tap in to fall for Dana.
Michelle Zhang for her birdie.
In coaching, when players come up short of winning or reaching their goals, it's easy for them to get down, but trying to encourage them, like when you make mistakes or lose events, or I'm not going to say Dana choked today, but just making sure you learn from any mistakes or any opportunities you have. So when Dana's in this position again, being able to recall from some of these, conditions and emotions she's probably felt today, sleeping on the lead. it'll be good for her in the long run.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a 2-over round for Michelle. Again, a rookie this year on the Epson Tour. She's got a really bright future. She's got a great game.
Yeah, she played well. Especially shooting at 65 in the second round. Okay, so that is it. Congratulations to our champion, Rachel Liu, who is the winner for the second time of the Carlisle, Arizona Women's Golf Classic here on the Epson Tour. Thank you to Carlisle, thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you to you for watching here on GK Live TV. We'll be back soon with more coverage, and we'll be back for more play-by-play right here on the Epson Tour. Thank you to Katie Woodruff, who was our analyst this weekend and took on the hosting duties yesterday. So Katie, thank you. It's been amazing having you here, and we hope you're going to be back soon.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there.
Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for watching, and we will catch you soon.
Head down. Water down the left, bunker down the right. Take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
But Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset. The ball's scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth one.
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
You see what happens when we work together? Stuff like that.